I look back and I can't believe where I came from.
Someone like me in my situation, I don't know where I would have gone. You know, my only other option may have been to just return to my husband and return to an abusive situation.
I don't think I've ever felt like I had a home. So I'm looking for the place that is going to become my home.
After being in the shelter system and being homeless for a while, you tend to feel isolated from society. And if you've ridden subway, you've seen it. If a homeless person comes, people tend to disappear.
I've sat and thought about that many times, like how easy would it be for me to trade places with this person? And when you sit and think about that, you realize it's really not that far away.
The Neighborhood Coalition for Shelter in New York City is committed to ending homelessness by providing men and women with housing and support that can transform their lives. Since 1982, the Neighborhood Coalition for Shelter has been a beacon for homeless men and women, especially chronically homeless adults, who face complex challenges, making it difficult for them to seek out or receive help.
I used to be a drug addict, and I didn't think very much of myself at one time. NCS, with their help and guidance, I've been pushed in a direction that I never thought of before. I think it's a new journey that I'm supposed to go on.
Within NCS's network of housing and supportive services, homeless New Yorkers have found the opportunity for a life of stability and independence. The NCS residence, located on the Upper East Side, provides permanent supportive housing for 65 formerly homeless adults.
The building just went through a major renovations, and we have created a new 7th floor. It provides, again, that home setting.
An array of recreational activities at the residence creates a sense of home life within an active and engaged community.
Okay, we're going to be making curry chicken this evening.
They get you involved here. And to me, it's like, I get to learn a little bit of stuff. Now I'm starting to find out exactly who I am.
It's a whole service that we provide, not just a room. They can maintain their sobriety. They can maintain living a normal, functioning life in society.
This is the first place I paid rent in, I'd say, about maybe 25 years. I love it. I'm the first one down there, and they have a slot on the desk that goes right in. I don't have to put a stamp on an envelope even.
Neighborhood Coalition for Shelter also offers 2 transitional housing programs, New Vistas and Transitions. These shared apartments offer a structured setting where chronically homeless men and women who have a history of both chemical dependency and mental illness can find the support that will enable them to live independently in the community.
New Vistas, by being a small setting where we have no more than 8 to 9 clients at any particular time, provides an opportunity to really grasp the services and for the workers to work with them individually and give them the time that they need.
New Vistas is the first program of its type in New York City to use a behavioral therapy designed for people with both mental illness and substance abuse.
It's a therapy that provides empathy and then offers them an alternative. Clients say, we want therapy, we're getting therapy at New Vistas, and it really feels good.
Each client at New Vistas participates in NCS's vocational services. Group counseling helps clients who are employed maintain their jobs by providing a forum to discuss their issues and share ideas with one another.
I was homeless for about 6 years, and I was living in the street. I knew that there was a better way, I just didn't know how to change. I'm in school now. Going to be a substance abuse counselor, so it's a 180-degree turn.
Options provides comprehensive training and vocational support services to homeless men and women who have barriers to employment. In addition to individual counseling, Options offers 2 paid job training programs, one of which is JobWorks.
So when I came, it was January, it was cold, and there wasn't really anything to do out on the streets. But I felt that I just couldn't sit on my laurels and do absolutely nothing. But the staff worked with me. They said, okay, we understand what you want to do, and got me into the JobWorks program very quickly. Working with them, it made me, realize that I have to get up every day and work. And then, introduced me to Mark. And when Mark helped me get a job at Duane Reade, and I've been at Duane Reade for 2 years now, I'm about to be promoted to assistant manager, so it made me feel very good about myself. It made me feel more positive, and more positive things can happen from doing positive things.
We have close to 20 positions, in-house positions, that we provide to our clients as a basis of them starting to develop some work habits.
The other paid job training program is Emporium Online.
Essentially what we train in Emporium Online is in office administrative skills, customer service skills alongside other computer skills, and it also gives our participants an opportunity to interact with current technology because we're selling goods over the internet.
We have all kinds of items that are donated to us. We put them on sale on Amazon.com, and there's such an environment of emotional safety there.
Founded by local religious and civic organizations, the tremendous reach of NCS is made possible by the continuing involvement of dedicated volunteers, especially those within the local religious community.
I have a lot of fun. It's like having dinner with friends, and you realize they are the same as you and I, just that they fall upon bad times and they're no different than anybody else.
According to the Child Welfare League of America, youth aging out of foster care are becoming homeless at alarming rates. As many as 3 in 10 of the nation's homeless adults have a history in foster care. NCS has created a cutting-edge solution to sever the link between foster care and homelessness. In the winter of 2009, it opened Lewis 9 House, a newly constructed green residence in the Bronx, offering 46 studio apartments to young adults aging out of foster care. These young men and women often have nowhere to go and no one to turn to. Some come with only the clothes on their backs. Many have grown up victims of physical and emotional abuse, family violence, mental illness, chemical dependence, and countless other stressors resulting from childhoods of poverty and instability. These factors combine to make them especially vulnerable to a lifetime of chronic homelessness. Relying on its wealth of experience and expertise, NCS is meeting an emerging need with housing and innovative programming that will support and nurture these individuals so they can become independent and fulfilled adults who can maintain jobs, homes, and positive social relationships. Perhaps the most critical first step is to help each resident identify his or her own interests and strengths in order to develop a plan for a life path. Then, through appropriate counseling, education, and training, residents can reach their goals for independent living. NCS has provided more than 25,000 people with food and clothing, counseling and treatment, shelter and employment, and in many cases, homes to call their own.
Yeah, I want to see.
The keys for her new apartment.
As the Neighborhood Coalition for Shelter moves forward, we will be seeking new ways to help the thousands of men and women still on the streets and in the shelter system. With the dedicated staff of NCS and people who care enough to make a difference, we can prevent and ultimately end homelessness.